It's awesome finding furniture and things for my home that can be refinished to look new. Chalked paint is one of my favorite products because it's easy to use, doesn't require a lot of prep work, is easy to distress, and ends up giving that vintage chic look that I can customize as I choose. Chalked paint is so versatile. It can be used on bare and finished wood, glass, ceramic, metal, and laminate. Using this table, I'm going to share some simple techniques to help you create your own masterpiece. Here's what you need for your project. Chalked paint. Rust-Oleum is great. It's fast and easy to use and dries to a velvety smooth finish. A drop cloth, 180 or 220 grit sandpaper, a 2-inch high-quality paintbrush, gloves, a lint-free cloth, and hardware. Priming is not required for most projects, but to prevent bleed-through of certain types of woods, just add 1 light coat of cover stain or bin primer to the wood. Spread out your drop cloth. You only need to sand on high gloss surfaces. Use fine grit sandpaper and lightly scuff the surface for maximum adhesion. Remove all hardware and drawers. Wipe the table with a cloth to remove any dust. It's easier to get a smooth finish when the pieces are independent and can lie flat. Choose a high-quality synthetic brush for best results. Apply the chalk paint with even coats, brushing in the same direction. Chalked paint applies with 1 coat on most surfaces. When using a light color on a dark table, 1 to 2 additional coats may be required. You can apply up to 5 coats for your desired look. The easiest way to distress chalked paint is with fine to medium 180 to 220 grit sandpaper. Hold the sandpaper with the tips of your finger and sand the corners and edges of your piece to get the desired look. The more you sand, the more the original finish will show through. For rounded surfaces, wrap the sandpaper around the surface. For added durability and protection, apply 1 to 2 thin coats of chalked ultra matte top coat with a clean, high-quality paintbrush and let dry. The top coat helps prevent watermarks and is easier to clean. Attach your selected hardware and put the drawer in place. And here you have your own masterpiece.
Inspirational, writable, always functional. Transform a once-forgotten place into a creative, productive space with Rust-Oleum Specialty Chalkboard Paint. Time to put the fun in functional as you turn an ordinary surface into a chalkboard finish that you can enjoy for years to come. With Rust-Oleum Chalkboard Paint, you can create a writable surface on walls, doors, tables, cabinets, and more. Available in black, green, and tintable in a variety of colors, how and what you paint is up to you. From personalized menu boards to flower pots and more, you can bring your unique style to the surface. Before you begin, be sure to read all directions thoroughly. To get started, prepare your work area. Thoroughly clean the area with soap and water. Rinse and let dry. Use painter's tape to mask your coverage area before moving on to the next step. If you're applying chalkboard paint to a drywall surface that is already painted, primer is not needed. For all other bare surfaces, we strongly recommend using a primer to ensure superior adhesion and coverage. If a primer is used, be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions. For bare wood, sand lightly to smooth out the surface after priming. Now you're ready to paint. Start by stirring the chalkboard paint thoroughly. For best results, apply the paint using a dense foam roller. Though not the preferred method, you can also use a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch nap roller or good quality synthetic brush. Avoid excessive brushing or rolling. For a smooth finish, use light, even strokes. For easy cleanup, wash all brushes and tools immediately with soap and warm water. Chalkboard paint should be dry to the touch in 30 minutes and dry in 2 to 4 hours. If you decide to add another coat, wait at least 4 hours between coats. Dry time may increase in cooler temperatures. Allow the finish to cure for at least 3 days. Before writing for the first time, condition the chalkboard by rubbing the side of a piece of chalk over the entire surface and then erasing. It's that simple. Now you're ready to enjoy your new writable erasable chalkboard creation. If you choose to clean with a wet cloth, wait at least 7 days after painting.
Did you know that we throw away over 30 million tons of furniture in the United States alone every year? I'm on a mission to help you rescue, restore, and redecorate some of those pieces that you have in your own home. It's not necessary to totally tear out your kitchen and redo it or throw away that piece of furniture. I want you stopping along the side of the road when you see a piece because I've made it as easy as cleaning it with my clean slate and then starting to paint. There's no need to sand it, there's no need to strip it, there's no need to prime it with any other primer. And what's better than that, it has no VOCs, it's water-based, it dries within 30 minutes, and you do not have to seal it if you don't want to. The surfaces are endless. You can rescue pieces like Formica, your kitchen cabinets, your kitchen vanities, your ceramic, your tile. You can even use it on brick, especially like your brick surround or even on the outside of the house. You can use it on metal, upholstery, lampshades. The surfaces are endless. All you have to do is clean them first, and then you're ready to get started. Using a synthetic brush, I'm gonna dip it down into my black one-step paint. Every room needs a little black. And in long, clean strokes, I'm just gonna paint on top of my piece. Usually it's better to work on a flat surface. So if you're working on a drawer or a door front, lay it down flat and be able to paint on it. You don't necessarily have to. You'll notice that the consistency is thick enough if you need to be able to work on a vertical surface. Now, working on darker colors is going to give you a little bit better coverage, but when you're working on a lighter color, you're going to want to be able to come back with 2 coats. It's called one step, not necessarily one coat. The great thing about it is it has a beautiful fragrance to it. It smells like I'm baking, and it allows me to be able to work indoors. It has no VOC, so I can easily rescue and restore my baby furniture, children's furniture. I can use it in my house and not worry about any odors or any fumes. I'll allow this to dry about 20 or 30 minutes. I can come back and do the second coat, and then I'm ready to wax it. If I want to be able to add some cerulean wax or a finish, I can do that as well.
So I'm going to be demonstrating the process today on a wood door, but our kits also work on steel and aluminum as long as they're already painted.
Start by thoroughly cleaning your door with dish soap and water and remove any hardware. Tape the full length of the door, 3 strips wide, and be sure to include the hinges. And now it's time to apply the wood tone base coat. Start by using the provided 2-inch cut brush to cut in the beveled areas and around all the door's hardware. Next, use the provided roller to fill in the raised panels. Wait an hour for your door to dry, then tape off the horizontal sections of the door as shown here. This will help create the wood look. And now it's time to apply the wood grain finish coat. Lightly wet your wood grain mitt, then apply a light even coat to the vertical sections of the door. Work in small sections and quickly finish with long vertical strokes without stopping to create the grain. Wait at least 30 minutes for the first coat to dry and then use the same technique to add a second coat. Wait 30 minutes for the second coat to dry, then tape off the vertical sections of the door as shown as you prepare to paint the horizontal sections. You're going to use the same technique as before, but this time, finish with long horizontal strokes. Again, wait 30 minutes for the first coat to dry and apply the second coat the same way. Lastly, remove all the painter's tape and replace your door's hardware.
Prestige Paint's 1-gallon paint can will arrive at your front door in this easy-to-carry, no-spill guaranteed, drop-tested box. Open the box with the arrows pointed up and remove the paint stick, pamphlet, and lid opener tool. Then remove the cardboard circle set on top of the lid to see the color dab. Verify the color dab matches the color you ordered. Lift the can out of the box and set it on a hard surface. Use the lid opener tool or a household screwdriver to pry the metal clips from the lid. Your can was shaken inside an electric pan.
Cocktail. Videos so that people can follow along and get started with their first project. What I love the most is just seeing people's successes, and they think, can I paint this piece of furniture and make it look beautiful? Because I see all these beautiful things and I don't think I can. And then seeing people actually feel accomplished in what they've created, and people sending emails with pictures and saying how happy they are with what they've done, and that's really exciting.